this type of information was beneficial to a lot of people, and it was important to get it out there sooner rather than later.
One of the things I recommend everybody does some sort of side project like this. It could be a podcast, it could be an artistic endeavor, it could be taking courses and diving deep into it. I think these side hustles or just side projects give a lot of creativity, give a lot of purpose, but also, very importantly, give you a new way to stand out in front of recruiters, in front of hiring managers, in front of a new network, give you a new set of skills. Jennifer, what are some of the things, the tangible benefits you think you might be gaining from doing this podcast? And if you were to pitch it to others to start their own version of something like this, why should they do it? What's the real value here?
I think the first really tangible outcome has been, it's been a while since I've been in the tactical doing the work, having been at the higher level for a while, that it's kind of like when people are like, so when's the last time you developed something in e-learning? I was like, well, I've storyboarded content, but I haven't gotten into the technical details of digging in. It's been about 5 or 6 years. So this kind of brought me back with editing and the learning different tools and just getting better at that portion of it for bringing together more video content, which I think is to be even more important no matter what organization going into, is understanding small pieces of content that's been curated. And we know in video too seems to catch as more the younger workers come up. It needs to be quick and shorter pieces into content for learning. But I think that's a skill I'll take away with me into my next job. And I'll also have some more grace if I'm managing staff again at that level to know that I remember how long it does take. And I think the second piece of that, the question you had is like recommending to others. I'd say, don't wait for things to be perfect. I think a lot of people say, well, I just need to get these 5 things together and I just need to get this together. And I pushed Jigna. I said, let's just do it. Like, it could be quick and scrappy. We'll get better. There's never going to be a time when we're going to say it's perfect. And I know she keeps me, when my shadow is there, or like when we had the crazy shirt in the beginning, like she likes too many shirts, making sure everything looks really professional. And at some point, though, I'm like, we'll get better. So we've never had anything, I think, that doesn't look unprofessional. It's just that I know if you look at stuff we've done from the very first one to now, you can see there's a big improvement.
More polished. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's just don't wait. There's not a perfect, if you've been thinking about doing something, just do it. There's a reason Nike has that ad, right? So.
Yeah, that's right. The founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, has a great quote that if you're not embarrassed of your first product, you've launched too late. Which I think applies very much to what I did with Riveter. It applies very much to what you guys are doing, which is like, let's just record each other chatting for the first time. And then the second time, lots of lights.
And we were up and running. We launched after 1 month of just our initial conversation. And it was a really quick turnaround. And I think it was needed because of the situation we were in and also what the world was experiencing, which we thought was, this type of information was beneficial to a lot of people. And it was important to get it out there sooner rather than later. It's been a great sanity check for me, for sure.